Hey guys, ECRG here, and today we're going to talk about how to handle it when a recruiter calls you for a bad job. Hey guys, ECRG here, and today we're going to talk about how to handle it when a recruiter calls you for a job you're not interested in, a job that you are way overqualified for and is paying you way little money. How can you turn that situation into a positive for the future and you actually get some value from them calling you, not just them wasting your time? So first of all, whenever a recruiter messages you, whether it's via LinkedIn, whether they call you and leave you a voicemail, or they email you a job or something, you always respond. Why? You respond because even though in that situation, it may seem like it's not worth your while to respond because you're not interested in the job. Well, what about a month later when they're recruiting for a different job, a job that you are interested in, a job that you are qualified for, and a job that you really want? Well, because you blew that recruiter off, they're going to be less likely to take you seriously when that job comes around. Or in fact, they're going to take you more seriously for that job because you took the time to talk with them and have a conversation with them for the job that you didn't want. So it's not about how you treat people when they have something you want. It's about how you treat them when they can do nothing for you. So remember that you always respond, and that gives you an opportunity to really pitch yourself on your skills and your skill set. So next time they have a job, they think about you. Next time they have a job that you are interested in or meet your qualifications, then they can think about you and you'll be first in line for that job. So keep that in mind. You always respond. Now, since we got that out the way, you're going to respond. How do you turn the situation and to make sure that you get the most out of the situation? Well, you're going to ask questions. Now, which questions do you want to know from this recruiter? The first question you're going to ask is, how did you find me? And that's a great question to ask. So, think about it like a business trying to generate leads. You're trying to generate job opportunities, even when you're not in the market for a job. So you want to know, how did they find you? Whether it's via LinkedIn, or do they do a keyword search? If that's the case, then you want to double and triple down on that keyword, or triple down on the keywords for the job that you're trying to get on your LinkedIn resume. Were you in some portal that they have online, and that's how they found you? If that's the case, maybe it's time you update your resume on that portal for the job that you want in the future. Go in there and do some updates. Was it because you applied for a job before? Whatever it is, you want to know how they found you so you can incorporate that into your strategy to get the job that you are going to want in the future. So that's first. How did you find me? The next thing you want to ask the recruiter is, for the position you are looking for. Like, for example, I know a lot of you guys want to be clinical research associates. So for that position, you're asking the recruiter this. For that position, what skills will catch your attention when they are the one recruiting for it? So this helps you to, when you do the first thing, when you ask them how they found you, if you're going to update your LinkedIn profile, to incorporate some of those skills that the recruiter tells you. And once you've done this from a few recruiters, you'll know, okay, they're pretty much looking for this skill set. They're pretty much looking for these skills, and that will help increase your chances from the mouth of the recruiter. These are the people that are going to be looking for candidates for those positions. So who best to talk to than a recruiter when you have them on the phone? Because Lord knows, when you get a recruiter off the phone, they can be very hard to get back on the phone unless you are immediately useful for them. If you're just calling to just shoot the breeze, they can be very hard to get on the phone. So it's best to take advantage of the time you have with them then and there to get intel to better improve your job search chances in the future. It's better to do it right then and there when you have them on the phone than it is later when you're really in need of them. So you want to ask them, what skills catch their attention? What skills are they looking for when they're recruiting for the position that you want? And once again, once they tell you how they found you, you'll be able to better position yourself in that same way on those same platforms, however they do it or however they're doing it, to get the job you want in the future. And this is a great technique to use because you're building rapport with the recruiter. Because once again, you never know where they're going to be in a month, a few months, what positions they're going to be recruiting for, what department they could be ahead of. You never know where people are going to be. And so it's best to just be as nice as possible. Always respond. Recruiters really appreciate when you're responsive. They remember that. They remember these key intangibles. Think about it. They're looking at resumes all day. They're looking at crap all day. They're really going to notice the people that take the time out of their day to respond to them, ask them questions, ask them how their day is going. They're really going to notice that, and that's going to go a long way for you in the future. So you want to keep that in mind. So that's the second thing, what catches their eye about the when they're coming across a resume for the position that you want. And then third and finally, this isn't a question, well, it is a question. You want to ask if you can connect with them on LinkedIn or some form of fashion. You're going to typically have their email address or phone number, some form or fashion for you to keep in touch with them. And now this is a good way to just bring closure to the whole conversation. Show them that you are interested in keeping that relationship open because you know that things are going to, go differently in the future. Maybe you'll be able to work together in the future on a job or whatever it may be. So you want to stay connected with them. LinkedIn is a good way to do it. Everyone has a LinkedIn nowadays. So it's just a good way to keep in touch and for them to show that you really care about the relationship and fostering that partnership. So those are the best ways to handle a recruiter for a bad job that they recruited you for. If you want to, progress in your career, this is a really good technique I have used, and it's just really good. And I strongly suggest you implement this technique. It's a good way to turn a situation which you thought was not going to be fruitful into a very fruitful situation that will help you make money in the future, that will help you do anything and everything you want in the future, progress your career, blah, 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 blah. So if you like this video, please like it. Go ahead and hit that red subscribe button down below. Become a part of the notification squad. Have any questions, comments, leave them in the comment section down below. We always respond. Also, if you want to shoot us an email for any business inquiries, you can email us at eliteclinicalgroup@gmail.com. We always respond there as well. And if you enjoyed this video, please like it, guys. All right, take care.